my channel. If you're new here, my name is Olivia and I make videos all about my entrepreneurial journey, my business, LNS Candle Co. Feel free to check it out online, lnscandleco.com, also on Instagram and Facebook under the handle LNS Candle Co. At LNS Candle Co. / LNS Candle Co. on YouTube, all that good stuff. Well, today I've got a lot to talk about and not so much to do. I don't really have a lot that I need to make, but I do have a few things that I will make. I have 5 candles that I need to make. I've got, let's see, a spa day. I've got 3 serial killer candles. I told y'all that's a good scent. Everybody loves that scent. And 1 I Feel Pretty candle. And then I'm going to make some scent samples, some little wax melt scent samples. So those are really cool. I pop those into, well, they look like this. Hold on, I'll show you. So they look like this. Just little scent samples. Yeah, there we go. I pop them into my packaging for my orders that I get from online. I just pop them in there so that people can smell some different stuff and see what they might like. Alright, so I've got 4 different scents of that to do. I'm going to do my summer scents because a friend of mine would like some samples of the summer scents so that they can order. And feel free to hit me up, send me a message, a DM, email, any of that, and I can send you out some samples if you want to smell the smells. I know sometimes it's kind of hard to pull the trigger on a purchase online if you don't really know what things smell like. So feel free to hit me up and I can send you some samples. That's no biggie. Alright, so let's get into what we're going to make, or let's start making. Let's go to our maker scene. So I'm getting jazzy, y'all. I'm getting jazzy. I have started messing around with these dang on cameras. So the front camera is still my webcam, so it might look a little grainy or whatever, or a little slow. But then the maker cam is my DSLR, my Sony a7 II. Trying to get them to work together has proven difficult. I think maybe I need, hey Nina, how you doing? I'm thinking maybe that I need a few. I don't know. Maybe 2 different ones. Well, 2 of the same. That's another thing. Sean was telling me, Sean is my fiance, by the way. Sean was telling me that if I had 2 of the same camera, then I would have less of a problem with getting the colors to match up and getting the overall look to be the same on both cameras. So I don't have the money for that right now. But I'm going to grow, and we're going to speak that into existence, that I will be able to afford a second DSLR camera, because I actually have a second DSLR camera, but even that, because they're 2 different cameras, they're the same maker, Sony, but one is the a6000 and one is the a7 II. So even those color profiles are different. It's weird. Alright, so let's get into our making. So today, like I said, we're going to make 5 different candles. Well, no, 5 candles, 3 different scents. So we'll start out with the one that we have to make the most of, which is Serial Killer. It looks good, Nina. Thank you. I appreciate you. See, Nina is cool. Nina comes on, my girly girl from back in the day, I want to say elementary school, right, Nina? So she comes on every single week and she checks me out and she cheers me on, and I so much appreciate her for that. Yes, girl, I appreciate you. They talking about your friends ain't gonna support you. My friends be supporting me, honey. I don't know what y'all friends be doing, but my friends show up and show out, and I love it. All right, so we're gonna start by wicking our jars, and we've done this over the past few weeks. We've wicked our jars, so most of y'all know what's up with it. But if you don't, we're gonna check it out. We're gonna check it out now. Oh, and my sister, yes, Lena. I can't forget about you. I said my family and my friends support, or did I just say my friends? I might have just said my friends. Well, my family definitely supports too. Oh my gosh, my sister, she is, I want to say my best customer. She orders for every single thing. Anytime she needs a gift, my sister is right there. She's like, let me see. Oh, I need to do this for my sister because I'm a support. And I so appreciate it. Like, I wouldn't be anywhere without you guys. Shoot, and my mama, yes, and my mama, see, and I didn't even have to look at that. I saw it already, Lena. I mean, it was already in my mind. My mama is at every single event. Well, every single Saturday event. And she's my brand ambassador. I think I told y'all that before. She's my brand ambassador. She comes and Mama knows everything about my business, just like me. I think at my last event, I had gone to the bathroom. And when I came back down the stairs, and I'm looking, and she got this lady at the booth, and she just telling her all the things and selling, and she done made the sale. But before I even got there, all I had to do was ring it up. So I'm gonna teach Mama how to ring it up this coming Saturday. So look, then I got me a whole employee, honey. Oh, B, thanks. Look, see my friends. B, I appreciate you for that. Thank you. Yeah, so I just look, my friends, they show up and show out. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. So let's get back to this. Yes, it is wonderful, Nina. Yes, it is. Let's get back to this. This is my handy dandy wicking tool. Everybody see that, right? And I just popped the wick in there after I stuck them on the wick tabs here. I just popped the wick in there because this is magnetic. Yeah, this is magnetic. See, and it sticks there and it doesn't come out. So now I stick this into the jar and then I press it down like a stamp. Boom. Look at that. Perfect. Perfectly centered. Don't have to worry about any exploding candles in people's houses. That would be the worst. So let's see. We're going to do that 2 more times. And then we will work on our fragrance and our wax. So what y'all think about my colors today? Right? So I told myself, and my fiance tells me all the time, that I need to play with color. I need to wear more colors because he says colors look great on me, but I don't really like to wear colors. So I decided that instead of just the monochrome green for my business, I'm going to add some colors. Yellow would be a good complementary color. I've got a brown going on in there, maybe an orange of some sort. See, look at that orange on the skin. What? Okay. So I'm working on that, and you'll start to see more of those colors as I expand that into my branding on my Instagram, on my Facebook. I'm even on YouTube, guys. Yeah, check me out. I got all. Look, I'm on YouTube. I'm on Twitch. I'm trying to take over, honey. I'm gonna take over, and y'all gonna help me. Y'all gonna help me grow, cause y'all give me somebody to talk to, right? So I'm not just doing this all alone. So let's see. We've got our jars wicked, right? Now what we need to do is look into purple. Oh yes, purple would be a good color, Mom. I'm thinking maybe like an eggplant purple. Maybe like, I think I look good in like fall type colors, rich earthy kind of colors. I think that would be a good thing. So let's see. We need to figure out how much we need in our wax and our fragrance. So I go to my wonderful inventory program called Crafty Base, I swear, I should be like an affiliate or something for them because I'm always promoting it. So Crafty Base, there's a tab called manufacturers that I can go to, and I have my recipes already like plugged into there. So all I have to do is type in what I'm going to make, which are serial killer candles, and I'm going to make 3 of them. So it gives me the measurements for that. So let's get started measuring that out. Where is there it is. My handy dandy. Everything is handy dandy, y'all know this. My handy dandy scale. Alright. And I'm gonna put 60 grams. And I measure in grams. It's the most accurate thing for me. 60 grams of fragrance oil in there. I'm hoping that we get to those scent samples today, because that'll be fun for you guys to see, and you've never seen me make those before. So I will hopefully get to that today. We're almost there. Ooh, almost exactly 60 grams left in there. Look at that. Look at God. 61. So what's going on with y'all? How's the week been going? We in the middle, hump day. What? I am so ready. Listen, I am so ready for it to be June 20th. All the stuff I got going on in this house, honey. I've got 3 graduations. I've got a birthday party, Father's Day. I got an event. No, an event this Saturday and an event next Saturday. Child, I cannot wait for it to be June 20th so I can breathe. But I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it for the world. I like all of the wonderful things that are happening for my family at this time. My little girl is going to be 11. I can't believe it. Like, she looks like a whole teenager. And she's only 11. And she got bubbies and stuff. I don't like this. I'm a duct taper flat. That's how it's gonna go. No, but really. It like blows my mind. I am way too skittish about this. Like, I'm not ready. Even though I've done this before. I got a whole 24-year-old. But I'm still like, I don't know. I don't want to do this. Alright, this one is... what I'm doing right now is checking out my pouring pots, because I warm my pouring pots up before I put my candle wax in there, because the candle wax is in a melting pot already and it's at the temperature that I need it to be. And if I put my wax into a cold pot, that's going to bring the temperature down, and I need it at a certain temperature for the wax the fragrance to bind with the wax. So I like to heat my pots up before I even put the wax in it, so that it holds the temperature a little longer. So we've already got our fragrance oil. Now we're going to get our wax, because my pot is warm. So what did it say I needed for wax? 540. Alright, so let's get that. I'll be right back. Be right back. 540. Yes, honey. I cannot wait for the 20th. So what y'all doing for Father's Day? What y'all got set up for the daddies? What y'all got set up? I got some cool stuff that I'm going to do, but I can't talk about it right now because he listens to my podcast, my live stream. But I'll tell y'all all about what I did for him afterwards. But it's gonna be fun. He's really gonna like it. 540. Alright. I've got our wax. So now what I'm gonna do is incorporate our wax. I gotta do it quickly so we don't lose our temperature too quickly. Alright, so I pour in our fragrance oil. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. Start a timer for 1 minute.
1 minute, counting down.
Siri's gonna help us out. And hopefully my camera will sit still and you guys can see this. Oh, you don't know how much this makes me happy. Just doing this. Here I go doing my Bob Ross again. Y'all catch me? Y'all catch me doing my Bob Ross? Talk about, oh, it sounds so nice, don't you think? It's so relaxing. Ooh, I think I did get my camera to do what I wanted it to do because it's not moving, which is awesome. What specials do I have for Father's Day? Oh, yes. So if you come and see me, thanks, Mom. If you come and see me at any of my 2 upcoming events, and I will post them in the comments at the end of this live. I've got one. Ooh, we're done. That's done. All right, give me 1 second. I'll post them at the end of this live. I've got some special boxes that I'm going to do that's going to have 4 different products for $30 in the Father's Day box. I'll have them in 2 scents, Gray Sweats and Black Sea. Both of those the guys love, okay? Gray Sweats and Black Sea. And then I will, let's see, it'll be a car freshener, diffuser oil, a wax melt, and a room spray in those scents for them. It is going to be awesome. But I'll post those dates and days and times that I'll be there, so you'll know where to come to get yours. But those are only in person, so you gotta come and see me. Alright, so I'm pouring these out, guys. See, I changed it up so you guys could see me actually pour this time, which is cool, versus me holding it in the other hand and you really can't see. Oh, that came out perfect. I think I just need a little more on this one. A little more on this one. Yep. And that's perfect. Boom. So now, this is Lena. Oh, sorry. Well, you was under Janice, so I thought you was mine. This is Lena. I want one for Daddy. Mommy will get it. Okay, cool. I will get that together. Oh, he'll like it. He will definitely like that. So now what I'm doing now is I'm clipping on my wick stabilizers. These help my wick to stay centered so that when it burns evenly in the middle and not on the side of the jar. That's another reason, well, another thing that helps to keep your jar from getting too hot. Because if that happens, it's possible that your jar could explode. You don't want that to happen. So what I like to do is I pull it tight. Well, I get a piece of tape, right? Just a simple piece of Scotch tape. And I pull it tight. And I stick it to the edge of the glass right there. So it's tight up and down. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. Nope, other side. I'm trying to figure out where this light is coming from. Well, the light is the light is behind the camera, so it's not really much I can do about that. But yeah, that's what I do. I just take a little piece of Scotch tape. And then stick it right on the side there. Also on that piece of Scotch tape, what I do is I will label which scent it is, because when the top is off of it and it's solidified, you lose what's called the cold thrill. Well, you don't lose it, there's just not as much of it. So when you try to bring it up to your nose and sniff, it's like, I can't figure out which one this is. I can't figure out which one this is. But once you put the top on it and it sits for a little while, then you have that cold throw back. It's not a problem. But this way, I don't have to worry about trying to remember. So I just write it right there at the bottom so that I know what's what. And then I can label later. So let me move these on out of the way, and then we'll move on to our next ones. Congratulations on the job, Lena. I was so happy to hear about that when Mom told me. I was like, what? Yes, they knew they was wrong. They knew they was wrong. All right, so let's see. Oh, so LNS is working on some merch, honey. Some merch. I was like, what could I do? What could I do for a merchandise for the business that I could sell? So a lot of people ask me all the time, where do you get your earrings? Oh, I love your earrings. Where do you get your earrings from? I always have these cool little wooden earrings. Sometimes I'll wear metal earrings, but for the most part, I'm wearing wooden earrings. So one of the vendors, not vendors, what is her name? Well, she owns the brewery. The brewery. Why can't I say this word? She works at the brewery that I've been going to for the past few weekends. And she also is just like me, where she loves to make stuff, and she just finds herself distracted and making so many things, and it's like, I can't make all the things. I've got to pare it down and figure out which things I should make and which things I should put on the back burner. Well, one of the things that she is making still, and she puts it actually for sale in her brewery, are the wooden earrings. So she has become one of my good friends over these past few weeks that I have been working with her. And she noticed that I like the wooden earrings. So she showed me some of the ones that she makes, and then she told me that she has a surprise for me. And I'm like, a surprise? I love surprises. What's the surprise? Well, she said she didn't want to tell me, but she didn't know if she would have it done in time. So she told me about it. She is going to make me earrings out of my logo so that I can be branded from head to toe, honey. And you too can wear LNS Candle Co. earrings. Now, they're not going to say LNS Candle Co. It's just going to be the leaf logo, on the leaf on my logo. If I can find something really quickly, I can show you. We'll get back to that. I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, they're going to be the leaf logo, and it's going to be so cute. I can't wait. She said she's going to have them ready for me to sample on the 25th of June. So I will keep you guys posted on how that's going. And let me know, like, if you guys would you guys buy that? Like, ladies, would you buy a little leaf earring type situation? Like, it doesn't look like a business thing. It's going to look like my logo, like a leaf. It's going to be cute. Would y'all buy that? Let me know. Hit me up in the comments, let me know. Alright, so now we need to figure out, I Feel Pretty is the next one that we're going to work on. So let's see. I Feel Pretty. I Feel Pretty candle. We only need one. Okay. Something about that is wrong, so we're going to wait. Sometimes it acts up. Let's see. There we go. I said something about that looked wrong. Alright, so we need 18 grams of our fragrance. So let's get that together. We've got our handy dandy scale. And we're going to get our fragrance. This one was I Feel Pretty, right? Yes. I need another one of these. I could wipe it out. Yeah. I don't really worry about the fragrances mixing because it it's such small amount left in there that it's not going to contaminate the other fragrance. But I wipe it out anyway just to make sure. Just because I'm a paranoid type person. Alright, boom. And we said 18 grams of our gardenia fragrance. That's 12.4. 16. 19. 18. Alright, that looks good to me. Okie dokie. So, that was my timer for my candle that I'm testing. This one is my 14-ounce candle. This is the scent Rest. It's a lavender and chamomile type scent. It's really, really pretty. And so far, so good. I'm halfway down. It's not too hot. Let me just check again. It's 140 degrees on the surface, which is, I can still comfortably touch it. You know, if it were way hotter than that, you run the risk of burning customers, and also it could shatter your glass because it's too hot, and you don't want that to happen. But so far so good. It smells good, it's burning good, it's burning real clean. I like it. But after 4 hours, I'm going to blow it out and let it solidify, and then I'll test burn some more later on this evening. So, get this out of the way. Alright. So let's see. I cannot wait. July is going to be my vacation period. Isn't it nice as a business owner? When you work for yourself, you can determine when your vacation period is. And just so happens that my brother is having his baby. Well, his baby will be born. He's not actually having the baby. His girl is having the baby. Did I do the wrong one? I think I did. So I heated up the wrong pot. I've got the pot for spa day heated up. So what we'll do with that is we'll just go ahead to the next fragrance and do that one. Excuse me for 1 second. I have to go get another little cup. Oh, and y'all can see my pretty yellow dress. See, I told you. Look, I'm getting it in these colors. Alright, I'm back. So let's see. I've got a couple of new little cups so that we can do our next fragrance. So the next fragrance is a spa day. That one ain't gonna work. We'll do this one. A spa day. So let's see how many grams we need for a spa day. A spa day candle, we need 20 grams. So let's go ahead and measure that out. Let's see. I'm gonna tear this out. But yes, July is going to be my vacation period. So I don't have any events booked in July at all. And at first that was a little scary to me because I was like, well, what am I going to do? What am I going to do for money? I've got things that I need to pay for and such like that. But then I thought to myself, you know what? I've got to have time. I've got to have time to regroup. My fiance will be done with his class and hopefully into a new job by the end of this month. Actually, places are calling looking for him already, so I don't even see that being a problem. I just had to, it's hard for me sometimes to live in the moment and let go of control of certain things. And this was another way for me to be like, you know what, Libby, you got to calm down. You got to rest your brain and just know that things are going to be okay. It's hard. Trust me, it's hard to have that kind of faith, but it's paying off. It definitely is. All right, so we've got that 20 grams of fragrance oil. And now let's get our 180 grams of candle wax, because our pot is already warm. So let's go do that. 180 grams. Tearing out this. One of these days, I'm going to get my camera together so y'all can see me over here. So I'm not just, hey, from all the way over here. I did learn that I need to talk louder so that you guys can hear me while I'm over here. There we go. Now my scale is acting stupid. Wonderful. I tell you, it's always something. Always something. But I got another scale, so how about that? 180 grams. There we go. I got a backup, honey. You ain't gonna get me. Alright, just pouring that out. Alright. So we've got that together. And now we're gonna pour in our fragrance. And this is for the spa day candle. Ooh, I was about to say, if I just poured that in the wrong pot, I was about to be mad. I was gonna be real mad. But it's live TV, honey. Mistakes happen. Alright, we're going to set our timer. Start a timer for 1 minute.
1 minute. Starting now.
Thanks, Siri. And then we're going to stir for 1 minute. You guys have any questions about the process or what goes into it? I would love to answer those questions. Feel free to put them in the comments if you're watching this video later, and I'll definitely come back on the next broadcast and I will answer those questions for you. I love answering questions. It gives me something to talk about. So I'm gonna keep stirring this. But yeah, that vacation period is gonna be lovely, because weeks like this week and next week, it's definitely, it can cause me some burnout. Like, it's to the point where sometimes what is normally fun to me is not fun. And like, it gets to where I'm like, I don't know if I'm depressed or if I'm just, you know, burning out. And that's done. That 1 minute timer is done. So we're gonna go ahead and pour. But yeah, like sometimes I feel like I'm just burning out. Like, I've got too much to do or too much on my plate. And, you know, a lot of people will say, oh, well, such is life of a mom. But that, I feel like that just doesn't, that's not a fair assumption to make. Or to say, you know, hey, because I'm a mom, I should just deal with the fact that things are difficult for me right now. Like, I may be a mom, but I am a person just like everybody else, and I'm entitled to rest. I am entitled to relaxation and time to myself, to where I do things that are just for me. And that's what I'm expanding into in July. You know, I'm gonna go help my brother, but that is another extension of things for me, because that's something that is going to make me happy as well, not just something that I have to do. I don't have to do it, but I want to. It's something that I want to do, which is cool. So that's going to give me some fulfillment and some much needed rest and relaxation. Plus, it's in Florida. Like, what? I'm in Maryland right now, and you know Maryland weather, like, one day is summer, one day is spring, one day is winter, one day it's fall, and this is all in the same week, right? Let me get down to Florida. You know, I'm coming down in my weights. I'm going to help take care of the baby, but I'm gonna hit one beach, honey, in that 7 days. I'm gonna hit one beach, and I'm gonna have me some good eats too. What? It's gonna be nice. Plus, there's a new tiny human. Ugh, what is not to love about that? Gotta love a new tiny human. All right, so the last candle that we are going to make is the I Feel Pretty candle, and this pot is still not all the way warm. So while that's warming itself up, we've got our fragrance oil. We've got our jar already prepped. So when we are done with that, we'll move into creating our scent samples. So these are the things that I showed you earlier that I put into my packaging so that people can see, or they can sniff different sniffs than the one that they bought, and maybe they might like these too. Right, so we will work on those. I've got a citrus protection program scent that I need to do. I also have Coconut Grove and Mango Magic that I need to do as well. And to do those, we're going to use a different process than we normally use, possibly, because it looks like my other wax warmer, I didn't think that it would warm in time, but it looks like my other wax warmer is actually ready, which would be amazing. So let's see if our pot is warm. Pot is pretty much warm. So let's go back to here and see how much wax we need. We need a pretty candle. We need 182. So not far off from the last one. Ooh, is that for me? So I told y'all about my bariatric. Well, did I tell y'all about my bariatric surgery? I might not have. So they took 80% of my stomach out, and that means that my meals are very, very small. And I have to be picky about what I do get. Well, he left me some French fries and 2 chicken nuggets. That is perfect for me. But I'll eat that in a minute. I ain't worried about that right now. That's all that can fit in my little belly. Alright, our thing is warm. 182 grams of wax. Be right back. 182. And I'm back. Now let's put our fragrance in. Can you see that? And we're going to start Siri. Start a timer for 1 minute.
1 minute. Counting down.
Thank you, Siri. And we're going to mix. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but like, it's so relaxing. Like, really. I can tell you that I really do enjoy what I do when it comes to doing this, when it comes to making candles. Like, this is just like a zen feeling for me when I'm mixing my candles. Because, you know, you get the aromatherapy situation, you're listening and hearing the sounds of the wax. Sometimes I use like a wooden spoon, and then you get to hear the clanking on the pot. It doesn't seem like it would be so relaxing, but it really is. It can be like hypnotizing kind of. That is actually my water heater, not as soothing or hypnotizing. But, you know, once I move on and get better equipment, you all will hear more of what I want for you all to hear and less of what I don't. Alright, so that 1 minute is up. And now we're going to pour. And again, I'll pour on this side so you guys can see. Awesome. And that's it. Oh, it's still going a little bit. There we go. Awesome. And that's all done. Did I write? So yes, I'll label it on the side just so that I don't remember. So I don't forget. I do want to remember. I feel pretty. Boom. Alright, and that is labeled. How many minutes are we at now? We've got about 10 minutes left. So I think that'll be enough time for us to get at least 1 or 2 of these poured. So let's see. What I'll do for these is I need 2 different, well, I'll do enough for 2 regular wax melt clamshells. That's one of, I'll do enough to fill up 2 of these, right? Because these cavities are about the size of one of these little bricks here. But I fill up these like halfway so that they'll still fit into the little bags that I need them to fit into. So let's see. I need Mango Magic wax melts, and I need 2. So let's do 16 grams. Let's measure out our fragrance. So my other scale decided to be a bud. So my other well-loved scale will come in and do what I need it to do. 16 grams. What did I say? Mango Magic? I didn't bring Mango Magic over here. So I gotta get up and get it. What else can I be talking about? Oh yeah, my yoga. So most of my friends know that I have lots and lots of back issues. Stemming, well, people might not know what they come from, but some of it has to do with the birth of my son. Others have to do with me falling. Apparently I'm just clumsy, honey. But yeah, that's what those things stem from. And at one point they were talking about surgery, and I don't want to have any surgeries. So to try to combat that, I get these injections in my neck and injections in my lower back, and they seem to be helping somewhat. Also, I'm doing yoga. So at first I was hula hooping, you know, trying to get the weight off and stuff like that to help. But now I'm working on yoga. So I'll do full practice in the morning. Where's that Mango Magic? Dang it. So I didn't put those on. One of these days it's going to go smooth, honey. So yes, I do a full practice in the morning, and then I do a restorative practice in the evening. Now, I didn't think I was going to get this flexible this fast, honey, but I can touch my forehead with my toes at some point. And I'm 40. I feel accomplished. I know, a little TMI. But what do y'all think? Anybody anybody have any tips for back pain, specifically like cervical spine area up in here and lumbar spine? Hit me up in the comments with that. I would be most appreciative. Mango Magic. How many? We need 118 grams of our wax. So let's get that. I know this isn't hot enough, but we're going to see how neat and tidy I can be with this. Because I don't remember if I used this big pot or if I used a small pot last time that I tried to pour these. So we will see. Alright, 118 grams. I've got my Mango Magic oil. I'm going to pour that in. And we're going to stir for 1 minute. Start a timer for 1 minute. See, it's not very much.
Starting now.
Not very much in there. But that's good because it's going to help me to be able to control the pour when I'm trying to pour it into this mold here. So hopefully it's going to act right and it's not going to be all over the place. We shall see. And if it is all over the place, oh well. Because this is my authentic self. This is me. And me, a human, makes mistakes. We just clean them up and keep going. This smells good too, y'all. Mango Magic. And this is one of the summer scents, a seasonal scent that is only available for a limited time. So make sure that you head over to lnscandleco.com and get yours before they're gone. Also, be on the lookout if you have signed up for our email list. Be on the lookout for an upcoming sale. All right, time is done. An upcoming sale in our email list. So be on the lookout for that. All right, I'm going to attempt to pour this without pouring it all over the place. Let us pray. Oh, I'm doing a good job. All right. So hopefully I put enough in here that it'll go across at least 4 rows. I don't think so though. I think it's only going to be maybe 2.5 rows, which is fine. I just didn't remember. I didn't remember how many multiples that I put into the recipe to get these. I guess I should probably write that down, and then I will have it to know how many I need to do. You would think somebody as organized as I am, or as I try to be, because sometimes organization eludes me. Ooh, this might be good. You would think that somebody like me would have already written it down, but apparently I hold a lot of information in my head because this was the right amount. Boom. So we're only short by 1. Works for me. Y'all see that? Alright, and I labeled it here in the corner. I labeled that Mango Magic so that I'll remember that this side is Mango Magic. So now, the next one is going to be Coconut Grove. And I already have the pot on for that. So I'll scoot this one over just a little bit. And I will do our Coconut Grove calculations. It's pretty much the same. Wax melts really don't differ when it comes to how much scent that I put in. So we'll continue with that. I like the other scale because I feel like it's a little more accurate, but this is going to have to do in a pinch. I'm going to have to look for a new scale actually. I wish they had like rechargeable scales because they be eating up batteries, these things. Don't mind my face, it just be, it gets me a little in my feelings, you know. Alright, and I need 118 in our fragrance. that together. Coconut Grove, our pouring pot is already warm. And now I'm going to go and get our wax. I'll be right back. This one I gotta pour it slow because since it's not a whole lot, I can actually over pour really quickly. So I've become a master at opening and closing the valve to get what I need. There we go. Alright. And as you can see, it's already starting to solidify, the Mango Magic ones, since we've been sitting here, which is actually pretty cool. I like to sit and watch them solidify sometimes. That can be a little relaxing as well. So I'm going to pour this in, right? And now I'm going to mix for 1 minute. Start a timer for 1 minute. Y'all see that?
Counting down.
I know my hand is in the way. This is like the best part for me, is watching and mixing and listening and smelling. It's a relaxing experience. One of these days, I'm gonna get this camera angle right. I wish you guys could hear this. I'm telling you, Sean has big plans for my production. He talk about new mics and new cameras and all of that. But this works for me for now. Hopefully it works for y'all. Y'all like sharing this little bit of time with me. Almost done. And then we've got one more to do, which is Citrus Protection Program. I was gonna cut it off after this, but I'm like, you know what? Maybe they might be invested. Maybe they want to see all of them done. So we'll do that. Alright, that's our minute. And now I will pour the second batch. So I'm over on the other side where I labeled Coconut Grove. And since the last side came out to be what it was supposed to be, I am pretty confident that this side will come out to be the size that it needs to be, or the amount that it needs to be. But as you can see, or maybe you can't see, can you see? Now you can probably see because I'm on the right side. Woo! That was way too much. Alright, so I'm going to take a pipette and take out some of that because I poured a little bit too much, and I'll put it into the one next to it. And I don't think my pot was hot enough because it's starting to solidify at the spout. So I'm going to use this heat gun and I'm going to heat up the pot again. Alright, hopefully that didn't blow y'all's ears out, but that should be warm enough for us to continue. A Gray Sweats, yes, I'm working on a Gray Sweats candle, I promise. Jeez Louise, y'all gonna kill me about this one. Alright, so that one's got a little too much as well. I'm gonna pour it into that one. Yes, I'm definitely working on the Gray Sweats candle. They are proving more difficult than I anticipated when I first started this business. I guess I chose the name of my business with the spirit of expectancy, saying, you know what, I do not have a working candle yet, but it's coming. That was the mindset that I had when I first started. And I was really happy when it did work out and I was able to make the 4 cents that I have right now. I gotta do this again to get this last little bit out. Sorry about that. So yeah, the spirit of expectancy, me saying, you know what, this is gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen, so I'm not going to limit myself and say, oh, I'm not gonna add Candle Co. I'm not gonna add Candle Company to my name, because I didn't have the fear that I was never gonna be able to make a candle. Like, what? This is happening. So it's coming. The Gray Sweats candle is coming. It is not here yet, but it is coming. It is in the works. I am actively testing, and it's coming. Promise. I promise. All right, the last one we need is the Citrus Protection Program wax melt sample. So I'm just cleaning this one out so we can get that going. And then we'll be all done. So the last one is pink grapefruit. Let's get our... Is this still going? Are you hot? Yes. See, this pot is hot, honey. We ain't got to worry about all this other foolishness. That pot is hot. So now we just measure out our fragrance for this Citrus Protection Program. Oh, nice. I need to order some more of this. This is my last little bit. See, I'm behind, honey. That's one of the things that my Lena, I want a coconut grove candle. That could work. I will check out and start the testing on that. Generally what I do though is I test one at a time, and once I get that one to work, then I'll move on to the next one, because if I try to do a whole bunch of them at once, I feel like it ends up taking longer. So if I just work on one and work on it until I get it, then move to the next one, I feel like the process moves a little faster. It might not seem that way on you guys. Oh, excuse me. 1 second. Sorry about that. It might not seem like that on you guys' end. Oh, Coconut Grove? Yes, it is. It might not seem like it's a shorter time on you guys' end, but it definitely is shorter for me. All right, I'm sorry. Look, I'm telling you, this is aromatherapy for me as well. Like, I smell these things all the time, but sometimes I will just sit here and this is that Citrus Protection Program. Pink grapefruit. It'll get you, honey. All right, let me move these out of the way. And as you can see, the Mango Magic ones are pretty much solidified. But let's move on. Move this out the way. Citrus Protection Program. So this is the last ones. We've got our oil already measured. Now let's go get our wax. And our pot is already hot. So that's half the battle. Let's go. 118. All right. And now we will mix again. pour our fragrance in. We will ask Siri to time us. It's time for me to take medicine. Fun. Start a timer for 1 minute.
1 minute. Starting now.
Alright, and let's mix one more time. Maybe if I hold it with this hand and stir with this hand. I'm just not that coordinated with this hand, as you can see. There we go. My hand is just always going to be in the way, apparently. That was the fiance going back into his hidey hole, into his man cave situation. Now it's time for him to go back to class. I know he cannot wait until this class is over, honey. He's been doing good though. It's been a 4-month crash course, but he survived and did very well with it, might I add. I'm so proud of him. That's one of the graduations that's happening next week as well. 2 in 1 day, 3 in 1 week. Alright, and that's done. I'm going to tap that off. Alright, and now we will pour. So I think I'll pour with this hand so you guys can see. Oh, can you see? Oh, there we go. Alright. So I'm going to try to do it like I did last time. Maybe I'll go across this time. I'm filling them halfway. Takes a fairly steady hand to do it without overpouring. And I think the temperature of the pot had something to do with the last batch that I poured. So now the pot is nice and hot and it's coming out smooth. That's what you want. Makes it easier to handle. Hopefully you guys can see that. Because I have to look at what I'm doing. I can't look at the camera. So I'm hoping that you guys can see it. It smells so good. If you like citrus scents, I'm telling you, Citrus Protection Program is going to change your life, honey. Alright. Almost done. This one might actually make it to the last square. The other ones probably would have made it to the last square, but there's the pot got cold, so there's still some wax left in there. But I can just heat that up and pour it out later. Alright. So that is that. All done. Citrus Protection Program is getting this thing on. So I'm going to move it out of the way this way. And then I'll show you how the other ones have solidified. This is the Mango Magic up here. Mango Magic, and then the Coconut Grove. You can see this one's a little whiter than this one because this one's not all the way done. Alright. So we are done for today. That was cool. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me while I'm making my stuff. Chat with me, make my little work day go by a little faster. Feel free to like, subscribe, leave a comment, share it, all that good stuff to help me grow, guys. Help more people to learn about my business, learn about just me and what I do. Actually, you know, this is a business thing that I'm doing right here, but it's fun. It's fun to just show people my life and who I am. So please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff on whatever platform that you're watching me on. And I appreciate you. I love you guys for it. And have a great day. Come back and see me on the next broadcast.